Okay, so today I'm going to do a video on how to strap amplifier. I did a video the other day with my audio pipe new speakers. So I got one more 3000 watts. Reason being is those speakers are 2800 watts at 2 ohm, and this alone was pushing 2000 watts at 2 ohm. So I needed to kind of match up, even though these two are gonna be more, but it can be tuned down to what you want it. So I'm gonna be strapping these two amp. So I studied strapping because it's kind of tricky. Well, not tricky, but some people find it technical. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use this as the master amp. I'm gonna use this one as the slave. So pretty much there's a switch. Hold on, let me go around the other side. So pretty much there's a switch. Alright, so I don't know if you can see. Alright, so see, I have oh, that's my car down. You have a switch right here, master and slave. So this will be the slave. So this, I'm gonna select slave on this, I'm gonna select master on that. Alright, so these are the two input, right? So what I'm going to do is, you're not going to touch these on the slave because they are already connected from the head unit and the master. So what I'm going to do is, on that amp over there, it's going to say master out. Let me see, let me show you. So it says slave in, master out. So on that amp, it's going to be master out. So I'm going to connect the RCA to master out on the master and connect it to slave in on the slave, and then we go to the speaker wiring. Okay, now as you can see, we have the slave in, and on this one we have master out. So these are the two wires, two RCA you have already from the head unit. So we're not gonna touch these. So next we're gonna look at the speaker wires. I should have mentioned about the power wires. You're gonna run your power and your grounds just the same, and you can connect the remote just the same. So one remote and you connect them to both amplifiers. But with the wiring of this speaker now, it's kind of tricky. So let me get some jumper wires and let's look at it. Okay, so here's my jumper wire right here. So next thing now we're gonna do is, so we're gonna connect the negative speaker terminal on this and the master to the negative speaker terminal on the slave. Let's do that real quick. Alright, so this is our wire, our jump wire from the ground terminal, speaker terminal, on the master to the ground speaker terminal on the slave. So for the speaker leads now that go to your woofers, always remember now, master positive, slave negative. So we are gonna connect the positive speaker terminal on this positive on the master. We also gonna connect our negative speaker terminal wire on the positive side of the slave. So it's like you're combining two amp and some people call it bridge. So it's basically bridging. So even though it's positive on the slave, it's gonna be your negative speaker terminal that you're gonna connect to the slave. So one more time: negative master, negative slave, speaker terminal, positive master, speaker terminal, negative terminal to the positive terminal on the slave. I hope I explained that well. Okay, so here we go now. So this is the positive speaker wire, which goes to the positive on the master, and the negative speaker wire goes to the positive on the slave. And then, as I said, you're gonna hook up your power wires just the same, your negative, positive remote. You're gonna connect your remote and everything just the same. It's just basically this whole thing strapping is just selecting master on this, selecting slave on this, and then just the wiring, negative to negative speaker wire, positive to positive, negative to positive, and then this goes to your speaker. I hope my tutorial helped. Thanks for watching. If any question or any comment or concern, please feel free to let me know.